Say Radio, your news now.
Good morning, Seneca. It's 10:45. Sunshine in store for today, but plan for some indoor activities this weekend. 16 degrees right now. I'm Alex Van Pelt, and this is Say Radio News. The Don Valley Parkway is back open for your drive-in. Northbound lanes had been shut down there after a three-car collision early this morning. An 18-year-old woman is in hospital with serious injuries. She was in the back seat of her family's Honda Civic when it stalled and an SUV rammed them from behind. It looks like cocaine and high-priced hookers are behind Helena Georges' boot from Parliament. At least that's the lead the RCMP is taking in investigating the fallen minister. It was a business partner of Georges' husband, former MP Rahim Jaffer, who tipped off investigators. He said he has pictures on his cell phone of Georges and Jaffer partying with prostitutes and cocaine. Investigators say Georges' dismissal came after informing Tory party lawyers. Stephen Harper was quick to remove Georges from cabinet and the Conservative caucus as soon as word reached Ottawa. He said the party had received serious allegations about the former minister's comportment. He didn't comment on what that bad girl behavior was. Time now for your daily dose of TTC drama. A bus driver is charged with assault after an argument with a passenger yesterday. Things got physical after a fare dispute between 18-year-old Ricardo Jardim and driver Berekit Hagos. He was trying to pay a student fare but did not have his student card with him. Jardim says he was strangled and had his head smashed into a window by the driver. He also claims his girlfriend was harassed. Police are reviewing security footage from the bus as part of the investigation. The TTC says this was an isolated incident and that both sides of the story need to be heard. Statistically, a TTC employee is assaulted every day. More than 600 people are dead and the numbers continue to climb after an earthquake in China yesterday. The country is reporting around 300 missing and 9,000 injured. The 6.9 magnitude quake began at around 8 a.m. yesterday in the farming region of Yushu. A series of aftershocks caused the most damage, destroying roads and ripping apart schools and houses. Almost the entire population of Yushu, that's 100,000 people, will have to be relocated after their homes were destroyed. Canadian government has sent their condolences. So far, nothing has been mentioned about international support. The rape case that haunted York University's campus has finally come to a close. The 27-year-old who prowled dorm rooms looking for victims during Frosh Week in 2007 has been sentenced to 8 years in prison. Daniel Katz-Nelson of Thornhill pleaded guilty and was charged with sexual assault back in January, hoping for 3 to 5 years in prison. He learned yesterday morning that it would actually be double that. Justice Ian MacDonald wants the sentence to send a strong message about sexual assaults on campuses where victims are especially vulnerable. Take that, George Washington. After flirting with parity for weeks, the loonie has finally nudged past the U.S. dollar. Our buck closed at $1.08 U.S. yesterday. It's the first time our dollar has closed above the U.S. since May 2008, before the economic recession. How long will it stay there? Well, experts seem to agree that oil prices are always the best indicator, but some say that the Canadian economy has just had a much healthier recovery than our neighbors. Sports and weather are next on Say Radio News.
Say Radio is 33% rock and alternative. 33% hip-hop and R&B. 33% pop and dance. 100% Seneca. Say Radio, the sounds of Seneca.
Time now for Say Radio Sports. The Sens added some fire to Canadian playoff spirit last night in their win against the Penguins. The boys were out for revenge last night against the team who crushed their cup dream last season. Peter Regan picked up a rebound off a shot from Jason Spezza, tying up the game in the first period. They pushed into a 4-2 lead by the second. Jarkko Ruutu scored the game winner in the third. 5-4 was the final. Game 2 of the series is back in Pittsburgh on Friday. The Jays couldn't pull off the same performance last night. They fell to the White Sox for a crushing 11-1 loss, bringing the team to 6-3 in the season. Numbers in the crowd were a little off as well, just over 10,000 fans. It was the smallest crowd since the team's move to the Rogers Center. Look for a rematch with the Sox tonight. Hopefully they'll see a better turnout with the warm weather. 21 degrees today, going down to 16 this evening. Expect the sunshine to stick around.